Welcome to Wildcraft Builds! Have you ever dreamed of escaping the city hustle and building your own off-grid sanctuary deep in the woods? In today's video, witness the incredible journey of transforming raw materials into a masterpiece, where every log and every detail brings a dream to life. Let's dive into this amazing build! Holes are being dug at specific intervals and filled with stone and sand to create a strong base capable of withstanding soil pressure. Large wooden beams and planks are being carefully unloaded from the truck to ensure there is no shortage of materials during construction. The bark is being removed from the log to prevent rot, insects, and moisture from damaging it in the future. This process will make the wood more durable and suitable for construction. Small pieces of wood are being cut to be placed on the concrete foundation to ensure the cabin remains level and stable. This process will prevent the wood from rotting and enhance the long-term durability of the structure. A hole is being drilled in the center of the wooden log so it can be firmly placed on the concrete rod. This connection will keep the cabin's pillars stable and protect the entire structure from storms in the future. Main floor beams are being installed to carry the weight of the entire cabin and keep the structure stable. A leveler is being used on the beams to ensure that no part of the floor remains uneven. Notches are being cut into the main floor beams to join them firmly together. This technique will lock the beams in place, preventing any structural movement and ensuring a highly stable and strong foundation for the future. Support beams are being added to the middle of the floor frame to increase the capacity for placing heavy furniture on the floor. The large log is being lifted onto the floor structure to serve as the first layer of the walls. An insulation or foam strip is being attached to the beam to prevent air leakage between the logs and help keep the house warm. This process will play a major role in controlling the indoor temperature and protecting the wood from moisture in the future. I am laying natural moss in the grooves of the wooden beams so that in the future it completely seals the gaps between the beams and keeps the house protected from external air or dust. The walls are being joined diagonally to each other, so the corners are strong and no gaps remain. I am installing the window and door frame on the wooden structure of the cabin with precise measurements. Raising the long wooden posts to complete the cabin's framework so that in the future it can firmly support the weight of the roof. Fastening the roof beams firmly with nails using a ladder ensures the upper structure of the cabin remains strong and safe in all types of weather conditions. I am attaching the wooden planks to the roof beams using a drill, which will help in smoothly installing the main roof covering in the next step. Placing a white polythene sheet over the cabin's roof framework prevents construction work from being disrupted by rain or harsh weather and keeps the interior dry. This temporary cover will be removed once the construction is complete. I am now placing one wooden log on top of another to build the cabin walls so that the structure is completed and takes its full shape. I am inserting thin wooden pegs which will later be hammered into place so that the cabin wall remains very firmly secured in the future. Sawing a notch into the log to install a window frame here will ensure proper light and ventilation in the cabin for the future. Now building a sturdy wooden staircase to make entering and moving around the cabin easier. As the cabin walls have gotten high, I am lifting large wooden beams with the help of a chain to build the walls and complete the structure quickly. The temporary polythene cover is being removed from the roof. I am building the walls, which will provide the cabin with a high and sturdy structure. I am neatly laying moss in the grooves of the wooden beams so that in the future it completely seals the gaps between the beams and protects the house from external dust and air. Lifting a large and heavy wooden beam for the roof with the help of a chain will provide the necessary height and a solid foundation for the upper structure of the cabin in the future. Arranging the vertical and horizontal beams for the roof frame will create a strong and durable structure for installing the main roof covering in the future. Beams are being installed diagonally over the trusses, which will create a strong and permanent base for the main roof covering. The metal bolts and screw jacks under the beams are being firmly tightened with a wrench to maintain the floor's height and the house's balance perfectly. Lifting large and heavy wooden beams onto the roof with a chain will provide the necessary strength and height to the cabin's upper structure in the future. Now laying wooden planks in rows over the entire roof structure to create a strong and continuous upper surface in the future. I am laying a gray waterproof membrane over the wooden roof planks so that in the future water does not seep inside through the roof and the cabin's wood remains protected for a long time. I am placing long wooden beams over the waterproof membrane on the roof so that in the future, the metal sheets can be firmly attached and there is a system for air circulation within the roof. Both sides of the roof edges will give the cabin a stunning aesthetic look. Placing insulation or mineral wool sheets between the roof beams will maintain a comfortable temperature by keeping the house warm in winter and cool in summer in the future. Installing a black waterproof membrane over the roof insulation ensures that in the future, no water seeps inside, keeping the interior of the cabin completely dry and protected. I am creating a grid by placing thin wooden battens across the black waterproof membrane on the roof, so that the metal sheets can be firmly attached in the future and the durability of the roof structure is ensured. Installing metal sheets or tin roofing over the wooden roof structure so that in the future, the cabin remains permanently protected from all kinds of adverse weather. I'm installing wooden frames to complete the upper structure of the cabin so that in the future, the interior can be decorated beautifully and strongly. Applying sealant around the window glass with a caulking gun ensures that in the future, no water or air seeps through the window gaps, keeping the cabin protected in all types of weather. Filling the sandblasting machine with sand and spraying it on the cabin walls will completely remove the dirt and dark layers here, revealing a smooth and bright wooden surface in the future. Placing insulation tape in the gaps between the wooden beams to keep the inside of the house consistently warm and prevent air or water from entering through any tiny holes. Varnishing the wooden walls with a brush to protect them from sun, rain, and rot, thereby increasing durability so that the cabin remains bright like new for a long time. I am placing wooden beams on the floor frame, which will provide a very strong and stable foundation for the house floor. laying protective mesh between the floor beams so that in the future no wild animals or rodents can enter from under the floor and the cabin remains clean and protected. Laying brown insulation paper over the floor beams and protective mesh will keep the house warm and prevent moisture from entering from below. Wood shavings are being poured into the gaps between the floor beams to create a natural insulation layer, ensuring the room remains warm and comfortable throughout the year. Laying smooth planks over the floor beams and wood shavings layer will create a beautiful and sturdy floor for the room. Applying polish to the wooden floor with a brush will make the floor bright and smooth while protecting the wood from damage. Mounting small wooden shingles on the cabin's upper wall using a ladder will give the house a traditional look and keep the wall safe from sun and rain for a long time. Fitting the glass window into the cabin's upper triangular frame ensures sufficient natural light inside the house, keeping it bright and habitable. I'm carefully installing wooden window shutters into the wall frames to ensure the house is secure and provide proper light and ventilation in the future. carefully varnishing the window frames with a brush so that the wood is protected from sun and rain, ensuring the house remains bright like new and durable for a long time. I am precisely measuring and cutting glass pieces to match the window frames and fitting them so that the windows are fully ready for use in the house. Carefully fitting the glass-fitted shutters onto the window frame will ensure the cabin's internal security and keep the house illuminated at all times. The wooden door frame is being installed perfectly at the entrance of the cabin. I am now building a complete door for the cabin with sturdy wooden planks so that the entrance of the house remains fully secured in the future. Now designing on the wooden door so that in the future it adds a unique and artistic beauty to the house. Varnishing the door with a brush so that the wood is permanently protected from sun and rain, ensuring the house remains bright like new for a long time. I am installing the beautiful wooden door at the cabin's entrance to ensure complete security of the house and protect it from all kinds of adverse weather. Attaching an ornate metal grate to the small window opening of the door will enhance the cabin's beauty and ensure window security in the future. The construction of this off-grid cabin is now fully complete and ready for living. Please share how you liked the incredible journey of building this wonderful house from scratch. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and encourage us by sharing your valuable thoughts in the comment box.